Hey everybody, I'm Veljko, and as you can see by my clothes that here in Serbia it's getting very windy and very cold, but I'm happy that I went on a track day with this Peugeot and I went on a mountain drive. But now it's a question of what should I do next, because I was letting you know in previous videos that I plan to do a stage 1 or stage 2, and with this bad weather it gave me some time to think. It took me around a week to come up with a conclusion, but I made my decision and I'm gonna tell you in the car because it's very cold outside, so let's go. Oof. It's very cold, and when the weather is cold I am very lazy to create some videos outside because I don't have my garage, as many of you know, but soon maybe I'll have, so I can make my videos in peace. Anyway, first I want to tell you what mods I've done to this car. I've done the ram air intake, I've done the downpipe along with the full exhaust system. Now the only thing that prevents me to do a stage 2 is the intercooler, and I plan to buy one of them. I'm gonna show you a picture, a link. There's two intercoolers that are way bigger than this OEM one, and I've read those mods are enough for a stage 2. That's around 220 horsepower, which is something that I was actually planning. However, I came to a conclusion to only do stage 1. The number one reason why is the internals of the engine are still the same, and this car has over 150,000 kilometers. I'm also not the type of guy who is a power junkie who wants as much horsepower as possible and don't think about anything else. I still drive this car daily, and some of you know what happened to my Toyota. So now me going on a track, I'm very cautious about everything, and that's why I don't want to increase 50 horsepower for this engine that I don't know in what state this engine is. I mean, I have this car for 2 years. Maybe stage 2 is gonna come later on because the only thing I need is a bigger intercooler. But for now, I want to keep it safe. I want to have as much fun with this car as possible and to not have any risks of another engine failure. So what I thought of doing is doing a stage 1 up to around 200 horsepower, which is a 25 horsepower increase. And even with stage 1, I want to be as safe as possible, and I've looked how much the OEM intercooler for this Peugeot 207 GTI costs, and it costs around 60 to 80 euros, which is not that much. And I also plan to buy the radiator because I'm gonna show you a clip. It's in very bad state. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't do that because the bumper has to come off for the intercooler. So while we have access to the intercooler, why not replace the radiator as well? So those two I'm gonna change before I do a stage 1. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be focusing on that this winter, along with a few small mods. But of course, I'm gonna be making videos on every update of my Peugeot, so stay tuned for that. The plan for next season, when I do a stage 1 and increase the power a little bit, I'm gonna be going on a same Navak racetrack, and to see how much faster I will gain thanks to the better acceleration on the straights. And fingers crossed, if this pandemic doesn't get worse, that I can go to Hungary on a Hungaroring to test this Peugeot on a proper racetrack. We'll see, fingers crossed. I mean, that's my small dream goal. And that's about it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Take care.